This is an email I just got a few minutes ago from Royal Caribbean, their newsletter. I'm not reading it. I don't care what their newsletter says. I'm not cruising in the near future. I'm probably not cruising in the far future. But there are a lot of people on YouTube telling you how they are buying cheap cruising stocks. Yes, they are cheap. I mean, down in the dirt. They are scooping up this stuff. Should you scoop up these cheap cruising stocks? I'm not. I have no interest in it. And they are, I can't remember when they were this low. If you put your money in cruising stocks right now, and you will buy them cheap compared to what their highs were, you are taking a chance with your money. Yes, cruising will come back one day. When's that day going to be? Is it going to be a couple months? A couple years? 10 years? If you can afford to wait, go ahead and buy cruising stock. But you better buy it with money you know you will never need in the future. You will never need that money to pay bills. You will never need that money for an emergency. And if that's the situation you're in, and you have a pile of money that you can guarantee yourself you will never need to touch it, yes, I would recommend go ahead, buy this stuff. Eventually, it will come back. But in the near future, if an emergency comes up and you need that money, now it's tied up in cruising stock that probably hasn't gone anywhere or maybe went down in value. Anyways, it could go up, but that's the risk you're taking, buying cruise stock. The risk of using money that you may need in the near future for an emergency.